This video goes out to my friend and subscriber, Charlie. He is working on Clementi, one of those famous 6 sonatinas that everyone plays and loves to play. He's working on number 1 from Opus 36, and he said, Brian, what do you do in measure 30 when there are 2 options, or maybe more, for fingering? Measure 30 sounds like this. And a third means 2 keys played with 1 letter or 1 key in between. And the fingering that many instructors and many books have is you do 1 and 3 when you play E and G, and then 2 and 4 when you play D and F, and 1 and 3 when you play C, E, and 2 and 4 when you play B and D. It's a good question. Why would we change which finger numbers we're using instead of just do like 2 and 4 all the way across? Or 5 and 3? Or 1 and 3? And for me, I would choose a fingering and advise a student to choose a fingering based on how much work they want to put into achieving a certain tone. Tone is the fancy word that piano teachers use for describing the sound that is created. So listen to the tone if I only use 2 and 4. I can crescendo or diminuendo, but it takes a little bit more work because my hand shape is not changing, and so it's very easy to fall into the trap of being rigid and having no flex in the wrist. Whereas if I'm changing the finger numbers that I'm using, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, it naturally makes my hand differ slightly in the angle of steepness for the fingers, and maybe a little bit of oscillating. And doing this motion allows my wrist and encourages my wrist to keep moving while I play. Okay, so that's why the various finger numbers are there, to encourage the wrist to keep moving. And if the wrist keeps moving, then almost all the time the body can stay loose. If the wrist stops moving, there's a tendency to tighten up all these extender or flexor muscles and just to be rigid, which makes the body not feel good, which makes the sound not feel good, and it's just not good for anybody. So I would recommend to Charlie and to others, if you have the ability and the patience, to change your finger numbers, I think it's worth it. Again, with the piano, we're after a certain sound, right? And if you can do something to sound a little bit better, do it. There's more that could be said with staccato playing, but that's not what Charlie asked for. So hopefully, Charlie, this is something for you. Measure 28. Oh, I have to say, measure 37. That's another spot that you could alternate finger numbers depending on how much you are willing to open and close your hand, and again, the tone that you're after. The book that I have from Alfred, publisher, Willard Palmer edition, overall a good edition. Has 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, and that encourages me to rotate my wrist. But I could also do finger 1 on G and 4 on A. And yeah, it does close my hand a little bit, but then I have 3 keys in a row that are just, no, 4. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4 keys in a row that are really easy. So there are 2 times during the measure where I have to close my hand and change my hand shape. But then the rest of the measure is just doing this kind of thing. Whereas if I do 1 and 3, 1 and 3, I'm doing a really busy motion, and I think there's more potential for either tension or playing on the cracks. And finger 1 is not the best choice for fast, agile passage work because it kind of plays sideways, right? So that's what I would recommend. What else do I want to see to tell Charlie? Oh, measure 6 and 7. Alfred Publisher again says you could do 4 and 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, and then 1 on G. So the other thing you could do is 4, 2, 3, 1, the same as we did for measure 37. And I think I would go with that as well. So, Charlie, you can let me know if you need more help with this piece. If you are a subscriber or even a non-subscriber, you could suggest video topics by commenting below this video or by emailing me, ryanblakemorepianist@gmail.com. This channel is designed to serve you because I already know this stuff. So I'm trying to help you know it so you can do more and more easily with music. So if you haven't clicked the subscribe, you can go ahead and do that. And click the little ding bell if you want to be notified of future videos. If you have a suggestion for a topic, send that over to me. And stay on the lookout for future compositions I'll be writing or future tutorials I'll be giving, trying to help you all out. That's all for now. Bye.